What up everyone, this is Reflex once again. This time around teaching you how to manipulate studio pictures. Using this picture over here, we're going to transform this picture from this to this. So stay tuned guys. These are the files we are going to be making use of. I got most of my files online for free. So these are the files we are going to be mixing all together to achieve just that. So stay with me guys. The files will be dropped in the description below for you guys to download it there. You can download all these files there. But when it comes to the LUTs I made use of, I made use of 3 different types of LUTs. These are the LUT files, and this is going out for sale. It's just 2,500 naira, very cheap, and also the background extension comes with it. So you can just click on the link below to buy it. Very affordable, and also you are going to enjoy it. So let's jump into business. Firstly, we'll go back to our Photoshop. I want to extend this picture background a little bit. Firstly, what I will need to do is to duplicate the layer first. I'll do that by clicking on my Ctrl J, because I want my background layer to remain intact. I don't want anything to happen to it. So I'll go to my crop. I prefer using 5:7 while I'm editing my picture. So I'm going to drag from the left a little bit. Okay, I think this is okay. Now I'll click on my OK now. But you can see, instead of we having the major background there, we just have our white background mixing with our normal background. So the next thing I'll do right now is to pick my rectangle tool over here. Once I click on it, I'm going to drag over this area and make sure I cut out the background a little bit, but make sure it doesn't touch any of my model outfit, either the shoe or not the clothes. So once I'm done with this, I'll click on my Ctrl T to pre-transform, then I'll hold my shift key down and I'll drag it. As you can see, I click enter, then I'll click on the select by clicking on Ctrl Z. You can see we've extended our background a little bit. Next thing I'll do now, I would love to apply my shadow and highlights on majorly on the model face, but it's also going to affect my background a little bit. So I'll go to image, under image adjustment, then shadow and highlight. So I'll reduce it. Okay, I think 10 is okay. I'll click on my OK. So you can just switch off your format to see your before and after. So the next step is for you to crop out the image from the background, and also to make it look realistic enough, we have to make sure we clean it all out from this red background, including the hair strands, everything all together at the same time. So how I'm going to do that? Firstly, I'm going to use my quick selection tool, then I'll click on select subject. After using a Photoshop of lower version, version lower than 17, you have to do this manually yourself by using either your pen tool, your polygonal axis tool, or magnetic tool. But you have higher version from 1615 above, you can use a quick selection tool and also select subjects. So right now I'm going to click on my select subjects, then wait for it to load. As you can see, it cropped it out quite alright, but it's cropping out some part of my hair. As you can see right now, some part of my hair have been cropped out, and also I did not crop everything out for me, leaving some details behind. Details like the stool she's sitting on. So what I'm going to do, make sure my polygonal my quick selection tool is still on addition right there. So I'm going to add to my selection. I'm going to add to my selection. As you can see right now, I've added to my selection. And also, as you can see, my hair cut off some part of my hair which I don't want. So next thing I'm going to do now, I'm going to add to the selection of the hair. Don't mind if you are cutting the background with it, we're still going to amend that later on. So I've extended it over here, so I'll do same thing here too. Same thing over here too. So we're ready to our selection now. I think we have a perfect property image, but we are still having some issue right there and right there. So I'm going to change our polygonal axle to subtract selection. So we're going to subtract that area out, just to make our selection perfect, because we are changing the background totally. We're adding a new background to it. Okay, I'll do that here also. So I think we're done for now. So next thing I'll do, I'll click my Ctrl J. I've created a new empty layer for what you can see over here, but we still have our strands of hair, as in we have our background left in the hair area. So what we're going to do next, we are going to create a layer mask for it. These are layer marks over here. Once you click on it, you are going to double click on the layer marks. So pick this our brush over here, refine edge brush. Let me increase the strength, the hardness. Let's put it at 36. Okay, the strength 150 is okay. So I'll zoom in, then I'll click over the area I want to remove. So as you can see, it's removing the background, and also leaving our hair out. So you can see right now our strands are still there. So click on OK once it's done, but this is not yet perfect. Once you click on OK, you can still go back there again. Go to our eraser tool. And increase the brush size, then clean up the area. Sorry, we change the strength, the hardness to 0. So clean up the area. So I think we have a nice cropped out image now, so it will be easier for us to change background. So since we're done with that, the next step is for we to start bringing in our objects. Firstly, I'll start from bringing in my additional files, which are the books that will be at the front and also at the back, before I bring in the background. So I'll go to where my file is located. So I'll pick them one by one. Let me start with this. I bring it to Photoshop. I position it. I click on my OK. I can just duplicate it by holding my Alt key down and dragging it to the right. So next I'll bring in another book. Okay, let me drag this one in. I'll also readjust the size. As you can see, it's overlapping this book out, the first one I brought. So I'll click enter and I'll drag it below, and also below the image itself, as you can see right now. So nextly I'll bring in a stool to the left. This is the tool that I'll be using. So make sure everything you are doing, make it look realistic enough. So this is my tool over here. I'll drop it and click my OK. So I can decide to import other things. Maybe this book I can import my book on it. Understood. I will adjust the size. Okay, so I think I'm done with that. So I'm going to bring this one up a little bit. The first two books I brought, I'm going to drag it up a little bit. Ctrl T. I will bring it up a little bit. Okay, I think the size is okay. Lastly, this one I'll drag it up a little bit too, or I can increase the size, anyone I choose to make use of. So I'll still click my OK. So the next thing I'll do now, I'm going to bring some a particle image, a particle book. This book I have over here. I'll also drag it into Photoshop. So it's a PNG file. It's very easy. It's very easy to use. So I'll click on enter. I'm going to drag it to the top layer. I want it to be at the top layer. So I don't want to use this book as it is right now because it's already formed into shape, but I want to form a new shape myself. So what I'll do right now is I'll pick my rectangle tool over here. So I'll crop out the ones I need, clicking on Ctrl J. So I'm going to turn off the image I brought. I have only this one here right now. So I'll do that to like about 3 of the images. I'll select it, so click on Ctrl J. I'll go to the third one. This one also. Ctrl J to duplicate it. For another one. Okay, I think this is okay. I'll click on Ctrl J also. Ctrl J. So I can now turn off my image layer now. So right now I'm going to readjust their current location, and I can even enlarge or decrease their size. So you can see right now. So if I'm to duplicate any one of this image right now, I can just hold my Alt key down, then I drag it to any location I want it to be. I'll drag it to any location I want it to be. I'm going to blur this one out a little bit. I'll go to my filter, under filter blur, then Gaussian blur. Let me see. Okay, I think 9.8 is okay. So I can start to blur some of the images right here, or I can just leave them like that. So I think we're done with the particle. I'll now group the particle in a group right now, so that we won't mistakenly work on them while we don't want to. You can see right now they are all in a group. So the next thing we'll do now is importing our background. All this image I'm using right now, you can easily get them on unsplash.com. By my PNG files, I got them from other sites, which I'll be dropping in the description below. And I'll be dropping the files for you guys free. But the loot I made use of, you guys will have to buy it because I got the loot from someone too. So stay with me guys. Please don't forget to like and subscribe to my YouTube channel, and also turn on the notification icon. If you have any issue or for more information, you can just contact me. I'll drop my WhatsApp number below, and also you can email me through there and I'll get back to you as soon as possible. So once we're done with it now, I want to import our background. So our background has to be below everything we just brought in now, apart from our image, our background. These are the current background. So I'm going to click on the current background here, then I'll go back to my file manager. This is the background I'll be making use of. Click on it, then I'll drag it into Photoshop. As you can see, so what I have to do now, I have to readjust it to make it look fit. Okay, I think this is okay. That is this. I can just reduce the size a little bit. This is just for position. You can just bring and drop it here, anywhere you want. So I'm done with this right now, but it's not looking all that flashy because the model is not, as in it's blending in with the background, which is not making a total lot of sense. So we are going to work right on that. Right now the image you brought in, I'm going to duplicate it now, which is our background. I don't love working on a background. In case I make any mistake, I can easily go back by clicking on Ctrl Z and redo, or deleting the layer and redoing the image once again. So now I'm going to blur out this image a little bit, but I won't be using my Gaussian blur. I'll be using my radial blur. So I'll go to filter, under filter blur, then I'll go to radial blur. Instead of me using spin right now, I'll be using my zoom, and I'll be leaving the amount at 10. Then I'll click my OK, then I'll wait for it to load. As you can see right now, my image has loaded up. So next thing, I'm going to reduce the brightness of the background because it's too bright for me to undo. So what I'll do now, I'll go to my filter, camera raw. You can easily do that by clicking on Ctrl M or whatever, but I also want to color grade the books at the background alongside reducing the brightness. So that's why I love using my camera raw. So now I'll wait for it to load. Okay, I think this is it. I can easily come to my exposure to reduce the brightness. Then I will go to my HSL adjustments. Under that, I'll go to my saturation. We have different colors here. Let me mess with everything and modify the colors. We also have green, we have cyan, that's aqua, we have blue. As you can see, it's changing my colors for me. It's modifying them. I can just reduce the luminance to make it dark a little bit. You can see right now. Once I'm done with that, I'll click on my OK. As you can see, it's a little bit dark, and I think I love the way it is right now. So next thing we'll do, this is our bouquet. We also reduce the brightness because it's too white for my liking. So how am I going to do that? I'm going to merge these two images together, which is this one and this. I'm going to merge them together by clicking on my Ctrl E. So I also apply the same filter as I apply on the first on the background on it again. Filter, camera raw. As you can see, it reduces the brightness for me. So I'll do that to almost all the files I brought in. I'll do that to this book also. Go to my filters, then camera raw. Applying on the book directly because the book is still a smart object. So I'm going to rasterize the layer first. Right click, then rasterize it. So now I apply my camera raw on it again. As you can see, it applies automatically. So I'll do that to the other book too. This one to the left hand side, camera raw. It's also still a smart object, so I'll still go back, then rasterize it also. Rasterize, go back to my camera raw again. Okay, I think we're done with the first step. So the next step now is for we to color grade both the background and also the picture. Firstly, I would love to color grade the skin. You can easily work on the skin by using a ultimate beauty retouch. You can just retouch the picture, but I'm not going to be retouching in this particular tutorial. I'm only going to be applying my LUT file to the picture just to speed up the tutorial a little bit. So my next tutorial, I'll be dropping everything for you guys on retouching also. So firstly, I'll bring in my my skin LUTs. I want to apply the skin LUT first. So this LUT files, you can just easily get them in my description below. It's 2,500 naira, and also some files are included in it, and also the downloads very fast, and also easy payment is also available for you guys. So if you are chatting from outside Nigeria, probably Ghana, Cameroon, Sierra Leone, United States, you can easily go and get my files there for you guys to make use of. So right now I'll go to my cover adjustment layer, then I'll go to color lookup. So I'm going to be picking out of my the file I'm using, which one, this one is called the wedding LUTs. So I'm going to click on it. As you can see, automatically look at the color it gave us, but I don't want the color to be on everything I'm working on. I only want it to be on my skin alone, on the model skin I mean to say. Firstly, I'm going to delete the layer mask over here, delete, then I'll hold my Alt key down, click on a new layer mask. So I'll pick my brush, I'll make sure the strength at 100, opacity at 100%. So I'll brush over the area I want the color to apply on, and also my brush color should be on white, as you can see right now. So I'm only applying this on just the skin alone. The next one I'm going to be applying it on both the skin and also the background. So stay with me guys. If you've learned so far on this video tutorial or on my previous video tutorial, please kindly drop a comment below, and also don't forget to click on the like button to move the ministry forward. Thank you guys. As you can see right now, I think the LUT is making sense a little bit. So I'll do the same thing on body and too. But it will be more better if you have to retouch the picture first before you apply LUTs on it, because you'll be able to modify your dodge and your burn, and also clean off blemishes. I'm only doing the background manipulation in this particular video. I'm also going to be dropping a video on this particular model very soon on beauty retouch and also color grading, but not about background manipulation. So I think we're done with this. Next thing I'll do right now is I'll reduce the opacity. Okay, so you can see before and after. So next thing I'll do now, I'm going to be bringing in another LUT file. I'll still go to my cover adjustment layer again, then click on my color lookup. This time around, the LUT I'm using is going to be applying on everything. Look at the first one I clicked on, look at the second LUT, third, fourth, fifth, sixth. But I'm not going to be using any of this one. I'm going to be using the first one I click on, which is this one. And these are before, these are after. It only modifies it a little bit, but it blends every color together, which makes it very nice. So nextly, I'm going to be adding vintage to the edges over here, left, right, up and down. So how am I going to be doing that? I'll create a new empty layer for it over here, then I'll go to my gradients. I'm going to make sure it's on black and nothing right here. This is the one I'm making use of. So I'll click my OK. So I'm going to drag, I will drag from the left, as you can see right now. Same thing up also. Okay, same thing to from the right hand side. Same thing from down below too. So as you can see, if it is too much, you can just easily reduce the opacity. And also you can easily add a book to her phone and see if she's reading. We'll go back to our file manager, then pick a book over here, drag it to Photoshop. So reduce the size and drop the points. Click on OK, then return our root back. We're good to go. So for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe to my YouTube channel, and also turn on the notification icon below. If you want to get my files, just comment below. Sorry, the link is in the description below. Just go there and download the files there. And also there are other files for you to make use of for picture retouching, and also background manipulation files to add there. So just stay with me guys. Thanks for watching.